This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot going down right now.
If y'all don't know why they call this brother Goalden, Chyld, you do now. You feels what I'm saying.
He just came in here and dropped some golden bars.
Yes, he did. The mugs was heavy too, wasn't it?
Come
Real
on now.
heavy.
Hey, let that rest on your mental.
We're going to let that marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
My brother,
Take your time, Chief.
before we conclude things, please let everybody know all of the great things you've been doing within the community, man, because it's bigger than music.
Man, you know, we've been doing, man. So the unity movement is what we pushing in the community. We deep in the trench. We deep off in our community. You know, a lot of time people get on social media and condemn, you know, the quote-unquote menace to society for tearing up the community and, you know, making the community an unsafe place to live. But when you actually in the community and you see all the nuances that go into creating this quote-unquote menace, you realize that, you know, it's systems in place and stuff that's being done by design to make it whereas a young black man grow up to terrorize the community. That's the reality. So oftentimes, you know, we try to beautify the community and show a different side of the community while excluding those same soldiers that are products of a system that was designed to ensure that they was dead or in jail. So the unity movement, man, we going to the soldiers in the trench. We going to the ones, you know, that send it up. Because a lot of times, you know, they got hearts and they love strong, man, and, you know, they passionate. And you get the trench, the ones that run the trench and, you know, get the trench, you know, sent up. You get them on this type of time, man, it's over with for the enemy. I'm telling you that right now. A lot of times they got heart. They willing to put their lives on the line for what they believe in. And I'm going to them first most of the times, you know, because they're my brothers, man. I was born in the Nation of Islam, but raised by a single mother. I would go to the mosque, go to MUI. I was in public school first. She pulled me out of public school because it was getting too reckless for me over there. I was, you know, I was beginning to come one of those. You know, one of the quote unquote statistics. She pulled me out. She put me in the MUI. But when I got out of MUI, I was still outside. I was still on the block. You know. And people talk about like, hey man, you know, it's almost like when you in the trench, you gotta be what the neighborhood rep. And some people be like, nah, you know, you don't have to be that. But if you grew up in it, you know how thick that environment is. Like, I'm born in the Nation of Islam, you know, still claiming whatever it is, you know, that my neighborhood, because it's just that strong, it's that much influence. So me understanding that, I know this ain't nothing that nobody in their right mind choose. Don't nobody in their right mind choose, you know, to put their life on the line for senselessness. You understand what I'm saying? But when you born in it, it's just like, damn, bro. Like, and then you try to claim something different, rep something different, hang with them over there. You know, now your life on the line because you're not accepting or embracing what this hood is supposed to be. So I'm going back to my brothers, man, and using the unity movement as an umbrella to really start highlighting all of the positive things that the brothers is doing in the community, really start highlighting the beautiful side of our community, really start putting the camera on what they don't want to show you, because if we show you that we love, that we care, that we stand on righteous business, that we look out for the children, then we quote unquote supposed to be weak. I'm using my platform to really highlight, you know, the side of us that's really more humane, you know, because they like to show us as animals, you know, and savages and lawless and reckless. But they don't show you, you know, a lot of the tears that's being shed over their homie, you know, life being taken. You know, they don't show you how excited these same soldiers get when you say, hey, man, we about to give out 100 meals. 100 meals, yeah, man, let's go feed the community. They don't show you how some of these same brothers are sending it up when they have children. These same ones become some of the best fathers because they don't want their children, you know, to end up. You see what I'm saying?
Sir.
Facts.
So it's like, I could talk all day. I'm going to let y'all do your thing.
What do you think, like, platforms like ours have to do to make sure that things like that is shown?
Man,
shed
y'all
light
cold,
on,
bro. Like I tell people all the time, bro. Bro, we the ones, bro. We the ones that can change the narrative, man. We the ones that got the power. We the ones who determine what's cool. Especially in this digital age where the power is really in your hands with these phones and with these cameras, right? And with these streaming platforms. Platforms like y'all make it, whereas if they say that's the only side of us that they gonna show, we gonna show something different. If they want to show us as killers, animals, savages, killers, murderers, lawless, heartless black men and women, we gonna show them that we love, that we care, that we take care of each other, that we don't want to live like this. You see what I'm saying? Y'all important because y'all bust up the algorithm. Y'all bust up this false narrative that they trying to show are really some of the most beautiful, loving people on the face of the earth. That's us. You see what I'm saying? So y'all important because y'all got me up in here, right? And y'all bringing Rico Shy up in here, and y'all bringing Tyree Hakeem up in here, right?
You feel me?
Come on, like these is the platforms that really matter because we get so excited to go on these platforms that's owned, run, and operated by open enemies. But platforms like y'all's, you know, who really showcasing and highlighting the truth of what's happening in our community, we like, I get there when I get there. I told y'all, I could have been anywhere else.
But you right here.
You see what I'm saying? People reached out to me, yeah, I want you to come on this platform. I'm like, nah, I'm coming to Illinois radio, man.
Showing love.
We appreciate that.
You know that.
I gotta read what is on this vest. Our unity is more powerful than an atomic bomb.
Come on now. You dropped the bomb after the quote. Yes,
Brother,
sir.
I mean, how else?
Come on.
That is a very powerful statement, a very true statement at
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir.
Is there a way people can donate to what, you know, to the cause to what you're doing in general?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, and money is not our focus, but we need it, bro. Like, and I gotta look at the camera and tell y'all this. Like, people don't understand. Like, we make it look good because we want our art and what it is that we do to look professional and look good online. I can't even go into depth, man, but we ain't rich, man. I'm telling you that right now. We not millionaires. We coming out of our pockets. I'm working with brothers and sisters that work jobs. You see what I'm saying? Go out into the community, sell water, sell cakes, you know, take their hard-earned money, you know, and put it in the pot so that we can have a fund, so that we can then dig in that fund and give right back to the community, okay? We really pulling our resources together. Hey, what you got? You got 5, you got 10, you got 15. You can buy some merch. Can you afford this? We take that, and then you see us doing a food drive in the community. Then you see my brothers, man, some brothers supposed to be on the way. They doing sipping paints for the children. Like, we not making excuses. A lot of time we make excuses because we don't got funding to not do what we supposed to already be doing. Like, I'm waiting for $1 million to come. I'm waiting for $500,000 to come so that we can make our communities a safe and decent place to live. I'm saying all that to say, yes, you can donate. We need you to donate as much as you can. I told people, like, hey, I had a project I needed to get done. I'm like, I think I need $100,000. We started putting stuff together, man. Like, $100,000 is laughable, right? $500,000 is laughable for what it is that we got to do. $1 million is laughable for what it is that we really got to do to take our community to the next level. So I don't even want to put a number on it or a cap, but what we are working on right now is a proposal, and you can still donate at GiveButter. The link is in my bio, givebutter.com/Unity series. But we're working on a proposal right now to use art and music, because listen, the minister said, Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, one of your records or one of your songs can reach more people than 100 of my sermons. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is the minister, right? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan saying that, right? 100 of my sermons. So that's one of your songs. What we listen to, you will listen to a lecture, you know, and be like, damn, that's powerful. But you ain't got a lecture playing 100 times with your headphones. Come on now. Give it 100. You ain't got a lecture playing that many times. But we listening to, you know, murder, kill, drill. This, that, 24/7, right? We listening to it. We playing these games. We going out into the community, condition to hate one another, and we taking what we listening to and actualizing it in our communities, right? Not to say that violence wasn't there before the music, but the music only amplify it even more. So we using we raising 1.5 now. Initially, if people was on my page, y'all saw I said $250,000. It was $100,000. Then I said $250,000. I sat down, you know, with some professionals. Shout out to Pamela Joy Blackman. Shout out to Brawley. He just raised $600,000 to get back to the community. They say, no, we need you need $1 million plus. You was thinking too small. That's what they told me. You need $1 million plus. So I say, okay, say less. So we working on a proposal right now. And the funding is going to go towards, you know, recording the project, producing the project, shooting the video. Shout out Young Will and D-Row. They're going to be shooting most of the videos on the project, promoting, advertising the project, taking the project on tour, right? That's what that's for. Now, most people don't know to really break a record is upwards of $250,000. They don't know that. And when we throw out these big numbers, they like, come on, you trying to scam and rob the community? Cut it out, man. I'm giving my last when I ain't got it. You feel what I'm saying? My last $10, $20, $50, $30 on the corner just because somebody else ain't got what I know that I could go figure out how to get. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's what we doing. We raising that money. And then we also using that money. Oh, it's going to be for merch as well. But we taking that money and, you know, putting on community barbecues in the community, live concerts in the community, bike rides in the community, and just create more resources and opportunity in the community via music and via art. Because this music is a real avenue to generate the funding, but we taking that money and dumping it right back into the community. And on this project, y'all, look at me real quick, because because I want y'all to get back into, we can get, because I get charged up. Them ones is on this project now, right?
Yeah, I see you got Mac 11.
I was just on the phone with Mac. Shout out Mac.
Shout out Mac. That's a homie.
Listen, bro. I can't even name everybody on the project, but those members is on the project, man. Shout out Gorilla Boy Nook on the project. Y'all had Wody on here yet?
Not yet. No.
Yeah, Wody was coming up here too. Yep. Wody, like the ones in the community, that's still in the community, boots on the ground. But they don't realize, like, this ain't where it's at, man. We was born into this. We had to figure out how to make adjustments and survive in this. But we know now that it's a real enemy, that designed it, whereas all we would do is murder, kill, and take each other's lives, senselessly. So they on the project. And the reason I want to get those brothers on the project that still boots on the ground is because they still in it. But they decided after terrorizing the community to make the community a safe and decent place to live.
What made you go and reach out to them and be like, it's time for a change?
Man, I kind of touched on it a little bit, but I'm an FOI in the Nation of Islam, if y'all don't know. I'm an FOI active member in the Nation of Islam. I'm actually a lieutenant in the Nation of Islam. And we are compelled, like we have to go into the community, right? Whether it's in our suit and our ties, whether it's we meeting in somebody's living room, whether it's we on the corner. Sometimes we may not always be in our suit and our ties, but we have to be in the community in some way, form, or fashion. And in being in the community and building these relationships, you're going to run into those members, right? You're going to run into those ones. And what we like to do is not, hey, here go this paper, bean pie today. We trying to figure out how we can set up some type of conversation for you to get comfortable enough to want to dialogue with us as brothers. You got a lot of people in the community. Take this pamphlet. Y'all need to pull up y'all pants. Y'all need to change y'all lives. It don't make no sense how y'all living. Judging and condemning, then leave back to the suburbs or go right back in their house, right? While these the same brothers trying to figure it out on the block, ducking bullets. You see what I'm saying? Because they was robbed of resources, because the school to prison pipeline set it up, whereas, they mother was out at work and they father was either dead or in jail, right? So ain't nobody there to sit down with them and make sure, that they got a family, a real brotherhood, teach them how to read, teach them how to write. You know how frustrating it is for you to be a grown man, want to do better for yourself, but you don't know how to read? Listen, man, you don't know how to express your emotions, right? You want to love, you want to have a family, but you don't know how to communicate how you feel because your vocabulary is limited. You see what I'm saying? That result in you, up in the blick, and now you trying to knock somebody's head off because you got so much pain pent up inside of you that you can't express. It was a little shorty. I was working in CPS, Chicago Public Schools, and long story short, he was being accused for doing something that the person right next to him had did. But this child, he had his mother and his father. He knew how to talk. He was really conniving. He was out of pocket, but he knew how to express himself and lie himself out of accepting the consequences. This other shorty, it's painful to see because you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds that literally do not know how to talk in real life. They trying to talk, it's broken English, saying stuff here and there, but they really don't have a vocabulary to express how they feel. Long story short, as this little soldier is lying, right, this little brother is lying, on him saying that he did it, this brother standing, the little boy who didn't do it is standing there like this, bro. His fist balling up and tears start coming down his eyes, right? And I'm looking at him, his fist, tears start coming down his eyes. I'm looking at him like, what's going on? Now, I separate him now, because now I got to talk to him one-on-one. I talk to the little boy who lying. I hear his story. I go into the room. I sit down and take my time to get more out of the brother that was crying. Slowly but surely, I'm helping him out, Is this what you mean? Or, yeah, no, that didn't happen. Now his emotions is calming down. He's starting to be able to communicate just a little bit more what really happened. Later on, they both go their separate ways. We end up getting footage and finding out who really did it, right? And it was the boy that was standing next to him the whole time that knew how to talk, right? That was articulate, but he was lying. And I came to find out in that moment that a lot of us got pent up pain and emotion. Now, what do that turn into when you're not 5 and 6 and you 15, you 16, you 17, you 18? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you got your hand on the FN, right? Now you got your hand on the blick, right? Now what we doing, right? We're not thinking all the way through. He wanted to fight in that moment, but now you got your hand on a gun and you looking at all of this senseless killing in the community. Because we boots on the ground in the community, when you hear what our brothers is dying over, you realize that men just need to be present. That's it. We be trying to figure it out like it don't make no sense that you're not there. And I'm talking to the men, right? And this is respectfully, but I mean, we get online and we get so tough and we get so bold and we talk about how these quote unquote gangsters need to be doing this and that, but you doing that behind the comfort of your phone, right? I'm on the ground, right, in real life, and brothers is dying over $45. $45, right? And you trying to, it had to be something really serious and deep, because this don't make no, $45 is what it was. That's how deep it got, right? And then something like that start a whole war in the community. Not two sides is warring, and when you go back to the root of what the war started over, it was because somebody looked at somebody wrong, somebody stepped on somebody's shoes, somebody stole some money, some jewelry, took a chain, $45, right? And we in situations where if men was present that knew how to think critically, right? That knew how to stand on righteous business, a lot of the death that take place in our community could be completely eradicated, man. So that's why we going after them. Because it's a certain soldier that I could speak to and break through to, but it's a certain soldier that Mac could get through that I may not be able to get through to him the same way Mac can get through to him.
Fact.
It's a certain soldier that Wody, because he out there with him every day, he know how to get him in order because he know what they going through. He out there with him every single day. You see what I'm saying? And these brothers got love and respect on the block, so I'm not trying to go to the ones, and listen, I want to work with my brothers that found a way to make it out. But the truth of the matter is, I'm trying to deal with the ones that's with the ones every single day, right?
Facts.
That's talking to them every day, that's sleeping on blow-up mattresses, you know, that's trying to figure out how to get their next meal, right?
Not even blow up matches.
You see what I'm saying? Brothers online got big followings, but I know for certain you got a following online, but I know you hurting. Because I'm right with you. You can't even lie and fake with me, right? And sometimes we be in the same boat. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't got it, bro, but you know we gonna figure this out, right? And that's where the love come from, because they like, damn, you, Goalden Chyld, this brother, they look at my page, they feel like, hey, man, you know, he may be a little distant. No, I'm not distant, I'm right here, bro. We gonna figure this out together. And that's where the family and the camaraderie come from, because they looking at me like, people wondering why I'm going where I'm going, able to move how I move. It's not because I'm the toughest, I'm the biggest and the baddest. If I got to handle my business, I'm going to handle that. But it's because I love, right? And when you love and they know you love them, they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. When they know you love them, they coming through. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But y'all got it, bro.
I got to ask you, too. You got to let people know, like, how they can stay in touch with you, stay in tune with you, because you said that link so fast.
My bad.
It's all good. Shout out that link again and let people know how they can follow you on your socials.
How can people support, too? Let people know how they can support you within these communities. Like, let people know how they can sign up, what's the roll call,
Sure.
Newsletter, what they need to know.
So, man, GiveButter.com, GiveButter.com Unity Series, UNITY Series, SERIES. That's the donation link. We getting ready to take it up. It's still listed at $250. We getting ready to take it up to $1.5. You can go to my website, GoaldenChyld.com, GoaldenChyld.com, and go buy some merch. Like, this is a real movement, right? You don't got to be Muslim. You don't have to be Christian. You don't have to be Seventh-day Adventist. You don't have to be a Jew. You just got to want better for our community. You see what I'm saying? To rep unity in our community, and we coming together. So what I started by doing is, I'm like, hey, what you got going on in the community? I'm pulling up. That's all it take, man. We be trying to make it too complicated. What you got going on in the community, I'm pulling up. You need some water, you know, you need some juices, you know, you need this, that, and the third, we coming, right? That's how it happened. And then people start asking you questions, you give your feedback, they give you feedback, and y'all just go from there. So that's really the unity movement. Shout out my brothers Mac 11, shout out my brother Gorilla Boy Nook, shout out my brothers Wody, shout out all of the members in the community, shout out my brother Aaron. It's a lot of people I can name, but I mean, it's so many people that's behind the movement and supporting the movement because it's genuine, it's authentic. We ain't got no government funding. We're not trying to be controlled and ran by nobody. This is just a movement that's built and rooted in, you know, us just trying to take our community back. Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it.
For sure.
from the boss to being out in these streets and making sure we, you know, he and the whole team and the whole community. Man, yo, when I say this brother is some of y'all need to get in tune with, trust me. Also, I'm putting a video link like right up here. He sat with the brothers J Think Ill and Groove New. You could check out that conversation as well. Damn, man, that's another one for the books, my brother.
Facts.
Shit, he could have been anywhere in the world,
but he
right here with us.
And we appreciate that.
You feel me?
Y'all, man.
And with that being said, man, hit that subscribe button. We'll catch y'all next time, man. Holla.